Hello, FlossTube. I'm Nicole, and this is DDs FlossTube Season 3, Episode 13. Everybody, and Happy New Year. We are at New Year's Eve. I cannot believe it that we're finally over with 2021 and heading into 2022. Exciting stuff. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. This video is all about cross stitch today. We are a multi-craft channel and we have lots of different things happening. So welcome to the channel, and don't forget, while you're here, hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell icon to all notifications, and then that way you won't miss out on any of my future posts. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for taking some time out of your day and spending it with me. I really do appreciate you coming back each week. So lots of fun to be had. So we have a few things to get through today. I have been busily working on some whips to get them up to 200 stitches and stuff like that. You know, things that I started back at DDs October and didn't put many stitches in and all that sort of stuff. So I have been busy doing that. For the most part, everything had over 200 stitches in it. There was just a couple that didn't. We've had a couple of new starts in the last couple of weeks, and I've worked again on those new starts. So we've got a lot of stuff to get through. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 whips that I worked on and 3 new starts and 1 that I'm planning on starting later today. So we'll get all nice and started. We'll get all nice and settled in. Grab your cuppa, grab your stitching, whatever you're working on, or just sit back, relax, and take 5 minutes and listen to me talk about my cross stitch. So, all right, I am filming on a different camera today. My phone is playing up. It wasn't recording properly. It was a bit sketchy, so I've just got to take that down and get checked. So for the foreseeable future, I will be sitting at my computer and doing it. So if the images aren't that crash hot, I do apologize. It's just the way it is at the moment. Hopefully my phone will be back to normal, or I might have to go and get myself a new camera. So, all right, so let's get started. These are all in their bags because I am doing no new starts next year. Part of the condition of entry into that group is that you have to have a whip album, and you have to have a cover picture, and you also have to have a starting point. So I have gone through all my whips. I was going to do a whip parade, but I'm just there's just far too many, so I'm just going to not do a whip parade this year, and I'm just going to continue on with FlossTube. I'm thinking that I might do it like the middle of the year because there'll be so much more progress on my whips. Most of them you've already seen. A lot of them have had no progress since last year, last whip parade. So I just didn't think it was really worthwhile to do one, and there's lots of other people doing it, so I'm just doing a regular FlossTube update. So I've had to take photos of starting point of all my whips. So I think I counted last night, there's 63 in total, 63 or 64 in total that I'm taking into 2022. I've had several finishes this year. I've had about 6 or 7 finishes this year, which has been good. A lot of little stuff, couple of things that took a long time to get finished, but got them finished in the end. I fully finished 2. I fully finished a pincushion, and I fully finished the Hello Pumpkin tree from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So they have all been talked about and all the rest of it. So as I said, this past week, since my last update, I've worked on 4 whips, and I've started 3 new things, and I've got another start today. But I've taken photos of all of my whips, and I've got them all in a whip album over in No New Starts. And I am doing, they've got 3 tiers this year. They've got a no new starts, so nothing new. Then they've got 22 and 22. So as you finish one, you can put another one in. And then they've got work your whips. So that for me is the one that I'm working on because I'm a model stitcher. That gives me more leeway to start more things. I've declared all of my cross stitch cross stitch model stitches that I know of, And I've packed everything up into its bags. I've got flosses organized and all of that stuff. So I have been busy doing that as well as stitching. So the first one that I done some more stitches in. Now, this was a new start last week, but I have done some more on Jillian Jones's Green Man. So that is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I'm going to pack these up as I go because I've got these all organized. But I got some more stitches in. Now, I am doing this on 20 count, I think this is. It'll be 18 or 20 count that I'm doing, and I can't remember. But this is what I've got done. So where is it? There we go. So I've started working around the eyes. So last time you seen it, I just had that green done in the center there, and that is a very dark green. That is not black. That is a very dark green that I've got there. And I've got another... How much do I get? I've got another 336 stitches into this one. So it's coming along really well. I'm really loving it. I can't wait to get some more stitches in. That I was actually using for a prompt in No New Starts. They had a Zodiac challenge go up in December. So I thought, well, I had to stitch on something green for the Year of the Rat. Their lucky color is green. So I thought, well, I've got the Green Man. I might as well stitch on him. So that's what I did. Now I've got to find somewhere to stick it because I'm sitting in a different place. All right. So the next one that I worked on was, and I worked on this most of December. So this is the Holiday Quaker by Leela Studios. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to focus. There we go. Hopefully my camera will be back because this camera doesn't focus real well. All right, so that's what it looks like. It's by Leela Studio. I actually got, in this past week, 775 stitches into this. Yes, people, I'm back to counting. So during the month, I was working on the Reindeer. Just let me get it. I was working on the Reindeer and the Moon. So let me just get this folded so I can show you without too much trouble. So I done a couple of stitch with me's in the month of December for my Vlogmas. Okay, and I was working on, okay, let me just, it's so big. All right, so I was working on the Reindeer and the Moon. So I finished up the Moon. I got the last Reindeer in. I got a heap of snowflakes in down here. And then I put this had half the frame done. So I finished all that off. So 775 stitches went into that this week. I spent 2 days just every now and again sitting down for half an hour, putting some stitches in and all the rest of it. But yeah, it's coming along beautifully. I've got all the floss for that now, and it's in its pack, so I won't lose that again like I did. I don't know. I must have used it for something. But that is going to get some love during the year. Hopefully I will get, I don't know. I think I should be able to get some stuff on it, done on it. I just seen another event that came up in Daily 30, and it's an ornament one. So I'm thinking that I might be able to put some stitches in that. I might be able to participate in it because it's actually for an ornament one. All right. So this, as you know, this year I finished off Mia's Hello Dear tree, and I started the next one for her. I think I started it at the beginning of the year. I can't remember. I may have started it just after I finished. I'm just trying to remember when I got it done. I think I fully finished Hello Dear in September, ready for her birthday. And I may have started this just after her birthday. All right. So I don't have a cover picture for this one. I'll have to insert that. I'm pretty sure I don't have a cover picture for it. Just double check. Yeah, I'll have to insert a picture in for that one. So there you can see what it looks like. And I have made a start on it. Not much of a start, but that's what I've got done. So last time you sent it, I had just done part of the bird's head up the top here, and I'd done this flower and this leaf. And I think I had done half the leg of the crosses here. So I've finished, and on the red as well. So I've finished all of that. And then I finished all those. So they're all got full crosses, and it's got well in excess of 200. So I had to do that because I didn't have 200 stitches in it, and I want to work on that in the coming year. All right, so that is that one. So I'm happy that, and I've taken a picture of it and put it up into the album over in No New Starts. I'm also doing Magical Stitches and Daily 30 this year as well. And the challenge is going to be real. It's going to be a bit of a challenge because part of the condition of No New Starts is you can't work on any other whips than what you have declared in the album. So I've still got like 6 or 7 whips that I put aside that I didn't want to work on in this coming year. I just wasn't feeling them. So I'm just setting them aside. I may end up UFOing them because I just wasn't feeling them. So all the whips that I'm working on are ones that I've picked up and they spark joy in me basically, and so I wanted to work on them. So they've got 63 of those, and the new starts are also ones that I were planning on starting. I've just started them now instead of during the year. So so I've been in preparation mode and all the rest of it, but part of the thing is I can only work on the whips that I've declared, so it's going to be interesting. Hopefully I've got enough to cover it all. So yeah. All right, the next one that I worked on is Welcome Great Pumpkin. So that's I started this for DD Spooktober, not this year, but last year. And I'd only worked on the hat and I hadn't really done much. I think I only had like 110 stitches in it. So I had to put some more stitches in it to bring it up to the 200. So not bad considering all the ones that I've had. I only had 2 that needed well, there was actually another one that needed more stitches in it, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I got the hat and like done. So that's the whole size of it. And then I've started on its jacket. So it's got some little black spots in the jacket there. But as I was stitching, I realized that this piece of fabric, I don't know what I was thinking, may not be big enough. So it's going to go right to the edge. So this is actually going to get turned into a cushion because I will not have enough fabric, or maybe even a quilt panel. So I may end up adding some fabric around the edge, and then that way I can stitch right up to the edge, and then I've got enough to turn it into a cushion. So I'll put like a black border around it or something along those lines. Yeah, so I don't know what I was thinking there. Like for some reason, yeah, I just don't have it's just got really windy here and looks like it's gonna rain. Yeah, I just don't have enough fabric there. So I must have got it mixed up with another piece. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how we go, whether I can get it. I might have to just fudge it a little and move a couple of motifs closer to it and all the rest of it. I've had a bit of a look and I sort of so this little motif here, I can sort of shove that over a little bit, which means then I can move the sign over a little bit, and then I can move these all over a little bit. And these, like I can always leave these leaves off, and I can leave that white pumpkin off and bring it over, put it over here or something like that. And the words I can move more into the center, and that which means then I can move the moon. I won't be able to move the tree, but I should be able to move stuff from this side over. So just what I've had a look, I think I should be right. I should be okay to get it all in, but we'll see how we go. I mean, it doesn't matter if I leave off a couple of leaves and a couple of pumpkins. Like, you've got those 2 main ones, which is the main thing. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with that one. I don't know what I was thinking. I did cut a lot of fabric. That's probably the first time Actually, I've got one other piece that I orientated the fabric wrong, but I still will be able to turn it into, I was going to have it as a wall hanging, but I'll be still able to turn it into a cushion. So I'm going to continue. That's the, by the same designer, Christmas in Quilt. I orientated, there was a kit and I orientated the fabric the wrong way. So it's not giving me much room at the other end, but at the end of the day, I can always leave off a border or now make the border a little bit smaller or something along those lines. All right, so they're the whips that I've worked on. They have all been listed ready for more work next year. I'm super excited. We've already got one event up there. Like I've been stitching my ride. I've completed that, and then I had to stitch a passport. I've completed that as of yesterday, and the day before, and now we've got the zodiac. So I've done one of the prompts, which is the green, and like I'm already like stitching heaps, and I haven't even started in the other challenges yet. And then I've got to put 400 stitches into a project. So I'll show you which project that's going to be, because there's a grace period at the moment, and we're on And I've got till 10 o'clock tonight to get those stitches in. So I've got a grace period. So I think it was from the 21st of December to the last day of December. You could start new stuff if you wanted to. And so that's why I've done a few new starts. So my first new start is one that is also part of my haul. Let me just see. So I come across this, I don't know what I was looking for, gnomes or something. And I come across this designer on Etsy. They are living on the rainbow, cross-stitch patterns and collections. Okay. And they have these cute little Christmas ornaments. So this is the bookshop. This is the one that I've started. Super cute. Like, absolutely love it. And I mean, it really fits in with me considering all the reading I'm doing at the moment. So of course I'm going to do the bookshop. The only thing is it doesn't come with any instructions on how to do the felt top. So I'll have to sort of wing it a little bit. Yeah. So, and I also got the sweet shop because, you know, chocolate and books go together. So I haven't started this one. I'm just working on this one at the moment. Okay, so I made a start on that. I'm using some of my own fabric. These are full coverage, and this was a piece of fabric. It's actually the autumn color, and but they're full coverage, so you're not going to see the fabric anyway. And it was just, I had a couple of splatter marks, so you can see there's a couple of splatter marks that I don't like that on my fabrics. So I thought, well, I'll use it for this, and I should be able to start, if I get this one done, I should be able to start the next one because it'll be all on one piece of fabric, or I can earn the start. So I just started with the top 2 rows, and that's 200 stitches. So that is now considered a whip, and it has been photographed and put into, not very exciting, put into the No New Starts whip album, and listed on my whip list as well, because you have to have a whip list as well. All right, so that is that one. Now, these are all 3D ones that I've started. So the next one that I started is from the World of Cross Stitching. They had a 3-part series. The magazine was November 21, November 2021, December 2021, and Christmas 2021. So they had the 3-part series, and I'll just open it up for you. One of the houses is cut off, but anyway, in the first part, they had a house, the town hall, and a toy shop. So that's it there. And they're all 3D and pretty much full coverage. I am doing these on Ada, and then I have instructions in another book on how to do it like that instead of doing on the plastic canvas. This, however, is actually done on the plastic canvas, which would probably be a lot easier, a little less fiddling around, but I want to learn how to construct the houses properly from this other book, so that's why I'm doing it on Ada. All right, so I started with this cute little house. Here you can see the other side of it. It's still cut off a little bit, but that's the little house that I've started with. Super cute. And I got, in this one, I got, where is it? I've got 206 stitches in this one. And so that's the first panel. So I've got a big piece of fabric, and you can see here I'm writing on it with a friction pen to leave an inch around, and then, you know, make sure that I've got, like, don't stitch on this area here, but start stitching over here, and that'll give me an inch from that cut to, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say, right? So yeah, so basically this is where I can start stitching this second line here. So I don't want to start stitching right on this line, because then that won't give me an inch for where my stitch mark is, and then I can create them and all the rest of it. But it's going to be so cute. I love it. There you go. That's the blue right there. All right, so I am stitching this one on. Okay, I started this. I've just put December 2021. So the books that have the 3 parts, as I said, is November 2021, December 2021, and Christmas 2021. Stitching on 14 count, and I'm using CXC threads. And it's the same with the other 3D one as well. So that's that one. And the next one that I'm working on is out of that new book. I remember last week, I think it was, I showed you the haul that I got in one of my Vlogmas videos. I got this book. Okay, and it's all, there's 25 projects in this. So I am doing this particular one. Let me just find it. Okay, I am doing this collection here. It's Cross Stitch Village, and I'm starting with this house here. It's a full coverage. It's confetti hell. That's why I went for it first, because that'll get it out of the way. I know that the church tower is a bit of, the clock tower is a bit of confetti as well, but I just thought I'd start with this one down here because it was littler. But this gives you all the instructions on how to complete it. These are all stitched on fabric, and then they use the plastic canvas to put inside it, and or you can use template plastic as well, I've been informed. So that is the whole lot that I'm doing. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get the whole lot done in 1 year. There's no way. But I can at least get a lot of the panels done. Like there's a couple of panels. It's quite long. You've got the roof and all that sort of stuff as well. So I started this. Let me just have a look. And I've got like a large piece of fabric. And this is on 16 count Aida. Yes, 16 count Aida. So there, it was calling for 22 count Hardanger, but I didn't have any. So I decided to just go with the 16 count. And I mean, these aren't going on my tree or anything. These will be just, yeah. So that's what I've started. That's got 200 and I don't know, it's got 200, it's got over 200 stitches in. I think it's got 220 in it. That, so there's a window there, and it's got bricks and all the rest of it, but you can see the confetti's in there. And there's 3 different shades of grey, which is just awesome. And there's no symbols. So it's interesting. Anyway, that's all of my new starts. And basically, I have one more new start for the end of the year, and this will be something that I'm working on. It's another seasonal piece. It is called Winter Warmth by, oh, there's one other piece that I'm missing. Oh, I actually, hold on. I knew there was a piece missing. I was looking for it before, and it's up on the bench because these are all both in the same thing. So I did actually have another new start. Silly mate. And it is from Little Dove Designs. It's called Autumn Glows. I think I seen this on Instagram or someone else's FlossTube. I can't remember where I seen it, but I purchased it ages ago. Like this is part of my haul. And sometimes I purchase stuff on Etsy and then I forget all about it. So I've printed them off, and I've got all of them. So I've got the 4 seasons. So that's that one. And this has got 232 stitches in it. I am stitching this on my colorway Autumn on my own fabrics. Excuse me. And that's what I've got done so far. So I just started on the border. So that's 232 stitches. It's that's not even showing up the color of the fabric. The fabric is like it's a leaf color, sort of autumn leaf color. It just doesn't want to show it up properly. This camera's not the best. But yeah, I'm using CXC threads on this one as well. It is going to look super cute when it's done. I know that like it's got September. The only thing I'm going to have to change is down here. So it's got September, October, November, because it's obviously an American designer. So I'm going to leave those blank, and then I will work out whether I need to, like I'm thinking, because ours is March, April, May, which is smaller, a lot smaller words. So I'm thinking that I might be able to put like reverse it and put another little hedgehog down here, or maybe a couple of extra bits and pieces. I don't know. I'll work it out. Maybe some leaves, like take some leaves from up here and pop them down here or something like that. So I will, this section here will have to be played with a little bit. And yeah, like, but I love it. I think it's cute. I love all things autumn. So, and that house, I mean, look how adorable that little garden shed is. That's adorable. So I got a fair bit into that. And so leading on to, that's part of my haul. and leading on to the next part of my haul is I got the winter warmth as well. And so this is the new start that I'm doing today. So I will have these 2 whips in for next year as well. So I'll be able to get them in. And I've already mapped out my area. On this one, I'll actually have, because I'm using this for an event that just popped up, because I've stitched my ride, I can actually start on the first leg of the travel event that they've got going on. I've stitched my ride and my passport, so I can get 400 stitches in this, and I mapped it out, and I've got 413 stitches will go into this. And you will have to wait till next week to see the fabric for that, because it's all over on the Q-snap and set up on my frame, and I'm not moving it because it's sitting perfectly right now. But that is all I have for as far as plans and all the rest of it for this coming week. I am super, super excited for all the challenges that are starting. So we've got DDs challenges. We've got some reading and stitching ones. We've got a stitching one that also incorporates embroidery as well. So it's hours and also counting. So if you're a cross stitcher, you can count if that's what you choose to do. So they're all happening starting tomorrow, basically. And then we've got magical stitches, mystery year, so they're all starting tomorrow as well. Daily 31s are starting tomorrow as well. And as I said, No New Starts had a couple of little pop-up ones that come up in the last couple of days, in the last week or so. So I've got till the 4th of January to get the other 3 prompts for the Zodiac. So I'll get them done over the weekend. I've got a pin cushion to make. I've got a quilt block to make this coming week. Well, the quilt block one is for our A to Z quilt block challenge. So it's only every 2 weeks I've got to do that. So I've got a little bit more time for that. I also started something new, which I was discussing with the lovely Gail Phillips. And it is going to be something for next year. It is not next year, the year after, sorry. So I'm going to be working on it all this year to get it done, but we will be having a stitch along. And we'll probably start that in December of 2022. So just a little bit, I've just started doing that. I'm in the process of designing it all, and then I've got to stitch it and all the rest of it. So yeah, that'll be very exciting indeed. We've got all the things happening for the Down the Rabbit Hole magazine as well. Our deadline was for today, but I am extending it because of the Christmas period. When I set that deadline, I didn't even think about the Christmas period. We've got some gorgeous designs coming out in that, so that'll be out on the 15th of February. I'm already pretty much booked up until August with everything that I'm doing. I'm looking forward to a fabulous year of cross stitch and crafting. So if you are into challenges, or you've not done challenges before and you would like to come and join the ones in DD's quilting and crafting group, the link is down underneath this video. If you click on that, that'll bring it over. Just there's a couple of questions there that you need to answer, very simple ones, nothing too extravagant. Okay, answer those questions and you're in the group. And then that way you can check out all the events that we've got going on. Because we are a multi-craft channel, we have quite a number of different crafts. So we've got, and hobbies as well. So one of my main hobbies is reading. So I have that. There's a challenge in there, and there's a few people joining in with that one. We've got journaling, we've got crochet and knitting, we've got sewing, we've got stitching and embroidery. We also have photography as well. And so there is something, a little bit of something for everybody. So hit that link and come over and join the group and join in the fun. There's also monthly giveaways and everything for those that are in the group, but you need to participate in the challenges. There are some rules behind that. We've got a couple of videos over in the group as well, showing you how to post things and answering frequently asked questions. We also got a video here. It's got a black screen with a white line through it as the thumbnail. You'll find that down underneath this video. And basically, yeah, come over and join in the fun. But that is it from me today. It's just a short one because I've got some stitching to do and some people to hang out with and some drinking to do, which probably means not a great deal of stitching is going to get done. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me all through the year. Happy New Year, everybody. Stay safe, and I will see you all again on Monday for BookTube and Stitch with me. We're back to regular filming next week because I've had my break, but enjoy the rest of your festivities, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.